Hi there, Becky here from 168 Fitness. So last week I introduced my new week by week blog, and I want to focus on your healthy eating habits that we're going to introduce over the next few weeks. So last week I said about starting off with a food diary of some sort. So hopefully you've done that, get that for the past sort of 7 days. Keep doing that as well. That's a really good way of keeping you accountable, making just a little bit more consciously aware of what you're consuming. It's easy sometimes just to take the biscuit if it's offered to you at work perhaps, or if someone's making something at home and you try something and you just not really thinking about sort of what or how much you're putting into your body, and that food diary will just help you to be a little bit more accountable and a bit more aware. So feel free to keep it going as well, but hopefully you've looked through what you've written down from the past week and identified some of the key areas that you know you could work on. So as I said, I don't want to bombard you with any kind of fad diet techniques or science or anything like that. I just want to get you more aware and maybe give you some ideas of how you can improve on your diet or give you things to focus on. And when I give you these top tips, they are not in any particular order of importance or like being my number one top tip for weight loss or anything like that. It's more just like, okay, this is probably the most common thing that people ask me, and I've identified the issue first of all, and then give you that advice. But there'll be some varied sort of advice over the next few weeks. So even if today's top tip doesn't interest you and it's not a key area that you need to work on, then come back next week and see whether I give you any more top tips that would be useful for you. So so this week my first top tip, and I will just say as well, each week it's just going to be one top tip, one small change that you can implement to your diet. We're going to call it a diet. That doesn't mean short-term faddy diet kind of thing that you probably think of when I say diet. You probably think of a short-term fad diet. Diet is just what you consume, what the food and liquid you consume. So you can have a healthy diet, you can have an unhealthy diet, you can have a calorie restricted diet, you can have a eat whatever you like diet, you can have a vegetarian diet, you can have a vegan diet, you can have a meat eating diet, whatever. Like, they're all diets. So it's just basically what I'm going to call what you're eating. Your eating habits is your diet. Okay, so yeah, each week is just going to be one small change that I want you to make to your diet, or if it's applicable to you, make it to your diet, so that you can just feel all of those benefits, whether it's your goals are weight loss, whether it's fat loss, whether it's just improving your energy levels, whether it's just feeling less bloated, anything, health reasons, whatever. Some of these will be applicable, some of them not so much. So just take what you need from each week. But small changes, that is the key thing, because if we do small changes, just one thing each week, then hopefully if you can do that every day and tick that off and make that a habit, then each week we can be building on it and it's more likely to be sustainable. We don't want to just change everything. This is why with clients, or new clients sign up and they say, do you do sort of like nutrition plans? The answer is no. I don't tend to do a sort of nutrition food plan for clients. That's not because I don't want to, that's not because I couldn't, it's because it doesn't tend to work. If you just sort of change everything all in one go, then the chances are it's going to be a little bit overwhelming, there's going to be too much change, you're not quite on board with everything, and then you're not going to stick to it. So it's a bit of a waste of everyone's time, and we don't like to I don't like to set something homework for someone and know that they won't be able to achieve it or succeed with it. So so small changes, that's what we're aiming for. So this week my top tip is for you to focus on your snacking. So for some people, you might not be snacking at all. So if you find that your energy levels are maintained throughout the day, and you aren't getting hungry, you feel absolutely fine, and that's without snacks, then I would say stay as you are. Don't worry about snacking. If you are snacking at the moment fairly regularly every day, sort of once or twice a day, and that's an area of sort of improvement that you've identified, then this week I want you to really concentrate on your snacking. So I want you to be eating sort of healthy snacks rather than your sort of biscuits, cakes, chocolate, high sugar sort of foods, which you're naturally going to want to go to those sort of sugary snacks because they're usually pretty convenient, because if you're out at a shop or you're out on the go, you can grab something, and they're usually fairly in a bar, like something you can just eat on the go. But then not always going to be the best for you. They're going to give you a big sugar high, and that's going to make you feel good, but then they're going to give you that crash afterwards. And then, yes, you might just be about to have lunch, or it might be time for dinner after that, but it's not going to feel very good to have your sugar levels increase and then drop, and that can lead to all sorts of things. Also, feeling hungry, one of those the risks that you take with that. So healthy snacks this week. So that might be sort of some fresh fruit, but try and pair that with maybe some natural yogurt as well, just to try and give you that extra protein to keep you sustained, and also to try and stop the blood sugar levels going sky high. That will just sort of help to level them off. But it could be something like a small handful of nuts, maybe with an apple or something as well, or it could be, if you don't mind, some cottage cheese with some rice cakes, or maybe some hummus with some carrot sticks or celery, something like that. Even like a peanut butter, a little spoonful of peanut butter with some apple, or something snacky on the side, some fruit on the side or something. But just trying to stick to natural, healthy, nutritious foods that don't come from a packet, that you can't really buy on the go. Might be a little bit less convenient for you, but it might mean that you have to prep them, sort of take a little pack to work or something. But like a bag of nuts or something that you can just pick at if you need to, should be fairly convenient for you to have. Alternatively, look out for, if you do need sort of snack bars, I have these protein bars that are called Misfit bars, and they are no added sugar, high in protein, gluten-free as well, the ones that I have. So yeah, look out for things like that are a bit better for you if you are needing that something convenient on the go sort of snack as well. But trying to shift from sort of those habits of sort of grabbing something on the go and unhealthy snacks and crisps and things like that, to sort of being a bit more mindful with those snacks. And then if you don't have a snack, or you don't want a snack, or if the option of having the apple and the nuts, or the yogurt and seeds or something like that, doesn't appeal to you, and instead of having the Mars bar or the biscuits or whatever, and don't have anything at all, if you don't want that healthy snack, then maybe you're not actually hungry. That's the thing to ask yourself, isn't it? So drill down on that this week, see whether you can make some healthy changes this week, and I'll be back next week with another top tip.